Hi there, this is a little movie about changing the clutch lever on a BMW GSA R1200. The reason why I'm putting this video on is because I couldn't find anything in YouTube when I was in the position, and I wanted to get some information. I also didn't find a lot of that in the BMW replacement parts, so I thought maybe it's a good idea to share my experiences, and here they come. So here we have the left handlebar, and I had to change the lever, the clutch lever, because that was broken, and you don't get a new prolonging for your registration in Austria if that is not repaired, which is ridiculous because it has really no effect. But however, so there is a new one which is going to replace it. Basically very similar, but this one is adjustable, and I will make it very short, so when the bike falls, when I'm off-road, that happens from time to time, can't be avoided. So therefore I went for this one. So what you basically have to do is the hand protector, you have to take this off. You have to take off the mirrors, and then you will see basically the clutch lever is placed in like this here. Yeah. So it's just here like this. So which means this little piece here on top, this one, you have to take out, put into your new clutch lever, stick it in, screw the screw on, and you're good. I can just tell you this is one of the most easiest replacements, and I think that's even for beginners very easy. The only thing I think is important is that you go for something, for the levers, for something which is, you know, made of a good material. I personally don't believe in these cheap plastic things, because I will also replace my brake lever, so they are the same, and I can shorten both, and especially with the brakes, you want to be sure to have something really good in quality. It doesn't have to be extremely expensive, but you can feel it when you hold it, or you just check online for some recommendations. I think that's the best and easiest. So that fix will save round about, I don't know, 200 euros for the working time if you do it in the garage. And actually, I think even if you're totally new, that takes between half an hour and an hour. Especially if you do it like me, I always have a little beer in between. So if you do it in a relaxed way, yeah, that's it. Here on top you see the little piston, and on the red dot there you have to unscrew the piston to reuse it and put it now in the, below you can see the new lever. There you have to insert this piston, and you also have this brass crunch you have to put in again. With some of these things you can use and reuse the whole thing. In mine I had to replace the piston. Here you can see on this drawing below the new lever part, and on top there is the old lever part. So what I actually tried to explain, but it was hard. It's hard to show when I do it because it's actually very small. So I prefer to give a little overlook here how it's done. As you can see here in number 1 on the picture, that is where you unscrew the security bolt. Then you unscrew the piston itself, and then you set the piston in the new lever where it should be. It's easy. I just wanted to show you, this is the official catalog from BMW. There is no piston, there is no nothing. I have checked on several websites. That's basically one of the main reasons why I'm making this video, because I couldn't find anything anywhere, and obviously the thing with the piston is not in any of those standard lists. So as you can see, that didn't help very much. On this place here, you are actually opening the screw, and here you adjust the hydraulic piston. If you turn it in, your clutch will react faster, but if it's too far in, you will hear your clutch when you rev your bike. You can hear very clearly that the clutch is working, is on, which of course shouldn't be the case, which will wear out your clutch very fast. So if you turn it out, you delay the clutch, so to say. And if there you go too far, that will mean that you will clutch and let the clutch out, but your bike will not start to accelerate. So you should be somewhere in between, and the best thing is to listen to your bike when you do a little test in the first gear, second gear, and then you can adjust it and fine adjust it. It's not that complicated, but it's very important. And then of course your clutch is really working fine. And the same goes for the brakes on the other side. It's exactly the same system. And it's actually very simple, but a very stable and safe thing. One thing, of course, is really important, that you make sure that this security screw is really, really nice and tight. On the original bikes, this is also secured with some glue, and there's a meaning for it, because if that rattles loose, that rattles loose, yeah. And maybe it's a good idea, because you have two of them on your bike, if you do a long trip and they're very small but very hard to replace, because you don't find these kind of screws in any basic hardware shop. So maybe it's a good idea to have a set of those two as a spare part on your bike when you do long trips, of course. Okay. I hope you liked the video. Leave me your comments, and of course, if there's any questions you have, just let me know. I'm happy to answer. If you like it, it would be nice to get a thumbs up, and don't forget to sign up so you get new information about the GS Adventure, easy repairs and things you can do at home regularly. Basically, I must say, I'm not making videos of things which are already on YouTube, only if there is something which I couldn't find and I had problems to do, where I think it could be helpful to make a video. That's when I come in. So thanks a lot, and ciao ciao, good rides, be safe.